So I have to do this a little bit differently today. This is going to do this. As you can see, it's a different screen normally I have because I'm trying to record at the same time my face with the text I want to do with you today, which is not from the Zohar. It's from the Minchas Shai about the Zohar, which we're going to do. I say about this pasuk in Tehillim, which is the Chu Chazumi Falos Hashem Asher Shamos Ba'aretz, and the Zohar has the Chu Chazumi Falos Elokim. So this pasuk is in Tehillim Mem Vav Tes, and this is the Minchas Shai and that pasuk. So the pasuk says the Chu Chazumi Falos Elokim, which of course does not say in the pasuk. It says the Chu Chazumi Falos Hashem Asher Shamos Ba'aretz. So Minchas Shai says Zohar Mikras HaKoshim Etzli B'Mikra. Im Ksiv Kan Elokim O Shem Hashem. Should it be Elokim or Hashem? Ki Shnei Ksumim Heim. There are two psukim b'Sefer Tehillim. Echad b'Zeh Mizmor here with this one in Kapitel Mem Vav. Ve'echad b'Mizmor Samach Vav. One Kapitel Samach Vav. Also Shem Mizmor Mem Samach Vav. Kasav Churu U Mifalos Elokim. It says go and see Mifalos Elokim, not Chazu, but Churu Mifalos Elokim. Ve'ema Machlekas. There's no machlokas that that's to be the gears on that pasuk. That's the way it's supposed to be read. Chen breish tzvaba per parsha peitalet. Avol zeh b'simem vav. But this one, simem vav, rani bo machlokas godol ben asfarim. Mi may only mishloim kamanios. So there's tremendous machlokas among the sfarim from ancient times. Ki b'sifri atfusha saying because in the printed books of Tehillim by us, v'gam sfarim kisvei yam b'diyakim, also precise manuscripts, kasuv mifalos Hashem. It says mifalos Hashem, the wonders of Hashem, b'shem shel Hashem. V'chein ter Yudkei Vavkei, v'chein ter Geim HaMatargim, so it was in the Targum. Chein bre Meir Nasiv, Shoresh Poal, it's there as well. Chein per Shel Chacham Yechia, v'Chacham Alshech, per Shem Al-Tilim, that's with the Shem Yudkei Vavkei. V'ar Isa ben Arei, Isa ben Perkan Brachos, Reish are Per, should be, I think, Hach Isa. That's what it says, Perkan the Brachos, Reish Rab, Parsha Beches, V'zor Reish Parshas Noach. Aval, but bizarre Parshas Bereishis, the one we just learned. Rabbi Pasal Chuma Chazumi Falos Elokim Asher Sham Shamos Ba'aretz. For there it says it has the language Elokim, like we saw yesterday. Vasim Darish time of the Krah, and there it explains why. My time to see B'Shem Elokim below Shem Yud Yudkei. Why does it say the name Elokim and not the name Yudkei? Vachi Naki B'Parshas Ve'elu Shmos Daf Hey says the same thing also in Zohar and Shmos. He writes like this: but Parshas Bereishis Me'azor Daf Nuches Beis Rabbi Yehuda Pasach Rabbi Yehuda opens the Chu Chazumi Filos Elokim. V'Yigufa Kasha. It's difficult. They say Safra and they say Sefer Tehillim and Nechsev. Let's say how it's written in the pasuk, right? In the Tehillim. The Mifilos Hashem Ksiv says Mifilos Hashem. So the Ramah says Da Kitrei Kroinina. The two psukim. Chamizmor Mem Vav. That's our pasuk. The Mizmor Samech Vav. The other one is Samech Churu Mifalos Elokim. When pasuk goes on and says, "Go and see the wonders of Elokim Norah Lila, who's awesome in the planning that he has of Bnei Adam." And this last pasuk is very precise. Kimashu Norah Lila, because that which he's awesome in the planning he does for human beings. Mifalos Adinu. It's the activities of din. And after Metz name Elokim precisely based on the necessity of the pasuk, the Pitzar Hadrush after after the purpose of the Jewish, it finishes at the end of the passage says he's awesome in his planning on human beings. In other words, which is an interpretation of the Mifalos Elokim, the Mifalos Elokim. But Mispar Rashi Tevos B'Kamachios, if you do the Rashi Tevis in the whole pasuk, I guess, Ani Avai Elokim. Okay? Somehow that works. Because the Gematria, you can figure out yourself. I'm going to scroll down a bit so you can see the rest of this. Ani Hashem Elokeichem, sorry. V'gam Ani Hashem Elokeichem. Kol HaMizmor, V'gam 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 Kol HaMizmor Right, but Gamko Mizmor over here. Gamko, I'm not sure it's blocked on your screen or not, so let's put it down a bit. But Gamko Mizmor, it's up to here, but Gamko Mizmor. The Gamko Mizmor may also entire Mizmor. Mirosh so from the beginning, Yusuf Shem Elokim. It's all about Shem Elokim. So I says Korachas besides one mentioned, which is Ba'alav Dalet. Shkamudin Alav Dalet is also din, says the Rama. For a lot of Nechmadim, we have interesting insights in the matter. Halome and Yona, which is learned from this matter. But Pasuk Olos Mechim, B'dav Lomi Sofo, Pasuk Achron Yom Mikomo. I learned several things there. Sheshem Yachas Amitz Imaklal Hazeh, which have a strong connection with this general principle. Shkam Mizmaru Pius Rab, all that Mizmar is a pius, an appeasement, Rab, a Ram, the Gvur Shamala, I guess a praise to more of the appeasement to the Gvura of above. Abu Krab and Mizmar Kaim, Lobri Lo Milsa. But our pasuk, it's not clear here until Mem Vav. Kavaya the Kamra Rachme, if it's Havaya, which is saying Rachamim, which doesn't seem to fit in with Shamos Ba'aretz, right? So, Iflu Gobe, which is destruction, desolation land. But Iflu Gobe Tanoyos and Parshas Precious. So, it's a Machlekas. Rabbi Yehuda Shapir does Ksiv Havaya. Rabbi Yehuda Nud says Havaya. Yitzchak Hachinami, that's the Siua. And Yitzchak comes to assist him by the Pasuk of Shem Elokim, ain't a little drasha. And that was Shem Elokim, it's only for a drasha. They both knew it says Abai. Vaykamar came the Pshita Lana Hashem Elokim. So it's no Hashem Elokim. Lucha Mil Sedacha B'Din Mishtay Yikra. Therefore, we know the pasuk is talking about Din Mikama Tame. For several reasons, Chad Nokam Mifalos. First of all, it says Mifalos. Vashkam B'Duch Tachrisa. We find elsewhere to see Mifalos Elokim. And Mifalos connects elsewhere Elokim. V'Tulecha B'Kray Kai Gavna. And we don't have any similar thing where Mifalos is associated with Shem Havaya. Elog Hashem Kanai Reishis Darko Kadam Miflos Meos. V'Asam Dami B'Din Yidmar. There also it's Din. Shebitchil Olam Achshav Levros Olam Midas Din. So about Kadam Mifalav, which means before there was Krei was Krei V'nei B'Pol Hashem with Kavason Ne'amar and so B'Pol Hashem and something similar. I'm not sure what he means that. But that's a Gemara Maisa. I guess he's saying. I guess Paul Hashem. I guess it means Kavasei Nomar. Mashiach so Gemara Maisa will say why is say Hashem there if it's Din, because when it came Alidei Gemara Maisa they ktimas Chesed b'Shitufo Madin, because he was Mishartiv Chesed Din. Avol Mifo Mora Korach Rishon, but the word Mifo itself goes in Korach Rishon Shal Machshava, which came out of Machshava initially Kemucha Krab B'Sij of Mishlei Chem Nisos Zichroinas Rosh Hashanah Atozachel Kol Mifo, which means the Din. Vodai Tanis Yua Mil. Wait for down for Vodaitana. Okay, over here. Vodaitana. Voraitan over here. Voraitan is the mills of the Dorish Chaz Milshon Chazus. But in order to show that Milshon Chazus kosher, to show that our pasuk about din, he learns that we use Lashon and pasuk Chazus, which is Lashon Chazus kosher. V'chein Shabbos Lashon Shmomak is awesome. Cholein Arayos Nechachas V'is Forasi. So therefore, all of these are good proofs according to my Svar Freishal according to Bedina Kamar that here in this pasuk we're talking about din. Right? Okay, so all that would mean that it's in Parshas Breishis where it's discussed. So we knew it says Hashem, and still they're interpreting that means as if it says Elokim. Avareish Parshas Noach he has another drasha. It has to do with din. It has to do with din. Rach medavka. Has to do with Rachmim. There are Shemos, not Shamos. Mikra Shema Noach, Lemar Zainach Meni. He doesn't mention that it should really be Elokim. It doesn't have to be. The Shtab Shesif Zohar Mimosif Korea, and the Zohar there in Parsh Noach has been distorted by somebody who added Shkosav Sham Chazus Kosher. Who got Li Gonav Hu Itom Mi Parshas Basis. That word term is stolen from Parshas Basis. Sham Basis, so that's supposed to be Vein Bezeh Sofik, and there's no question. Abishis mefarshim anoyim b'shupachim b'shkosim hefach. And so those is right the opposite. Akal show. Oh, this is a quote from Imam Ifano. So it says the Mincha Shai, I don't think things are hidden from me. I only know which is opposite my eyes. From Svarim and Sofrim, b'sheven nuschos in 7 versions. Also in manuscript Mekama Mea Shanim Svarim of Ashkenaz. Ksuv mifalos Elokim, and these places says Mizmor mifalos Elokim Kamim Mizmor Mem Vav. Also, Mem Van Vav, V'chein Reisim Medvus Kadmon, so an ancient prayer printing. V'chein Ubial K'tilim, Medrash Esther Abasi, it's a pasuk Katzapik Son B'Seresh. V'chein B'sasi B'Gaz HaGemar, Dvus Konstina, Shnas Reish Ein Av, Pirka Brachos, V'chein Mash Perish Redacted Tilim, seems from the redacted way. V'chein B'shu Baal Nor Tilos, Mer Tilos, Rav Rabbi Yosef Yavitz, V'gam HaMer Nasi, B'Shor Chazor, Chumi Chazum V'Falos Elokim, all of them have a different in our pasuk. V'chein B'Shor Elokim, Siv Elokim Shnei Pesukim, V'chein Mash Pshat Loshen Zohar, Parshas Beis. It's not like the Ramad or Darshaning, that it's Pshat. That's what it actually says. Mashiach Dabar B'Dumos and Parshas Ve'el Shmos. Something similar to Shmos, as we said. So Dvar Kon Lishma Elokim Ksiv Gam Mizmor. It says Gam Zeh Mizmor. It says Shnei Elokim here as well. Magan keep Pshat Shnei Mizmor Muchash Kum B'Sarim Shem Elokim. They're all both Mizmor have to do with Shem Elokim. But Matzasi Rayim and Masorah also finds a raya from the Masorah, etc. But it's way over 10 minutes. So I'm not going to, you can look the rest of it later on. But he says that the Girsa here should be Elokim. He changes the Girsa of the Pasuk. He says, and the Radak has, L'chu Chazum Mifalos Elokim. Right? He doesn't have, it's not any. So here we see a radical case, and I'm sorry I went over 10 minutes today, but really off topic. A pasuk has 2 different girsos, and the girsa of the Zohar here in Parshas Beis Chazum Elokim is os girsa Radak, despite the fact that in the Tehillim itself it says Chazum Mifalos Hashem. Amazing.